Monolith and Poison Spell Towers already get nerfed? Come on, guys. What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and we have some balancing changes coming for you guys for the upcoming December update. Town Hall 15's been out just about 2 months, and this is going to be our first update since Town Hall 15 came. And this isn't necessarily sneak peeks, but we have balancing changes that are going to come with this December update. So let's go ahead and hop in and talk about these balance changes coming to Clash Clans, starting with the Monolith. The Monolith at max level here at level 2 has a base damage of 200 per second, but it also does that extra 15% of damage based on the target's hit points. So a tankier unit like a golem with 8,800 hit points is going to take way more damage than, say, a balloon at 1,040 hit points. And this could be a real problem for heroes also, and this is where we're going to see the nerf for the Monolith. That 15% will be going down to 13%. The base damage will still remain the same, and the hit points will still remain the same at 50-50. Just at max level, it'll be down 2% down to 13%, and at level 1 it'll be 12%. It was previously 14%, so 2% damage down there, and honestly, I'm not in love with this, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around. Our next balance change we're going to talk about deals with the spell towers, more specifically the poison spell towers. Currently, the poison spell tower has a max damage of 60 per second, an effect duration of 12 seconds, speed decrease and attack rate decrease of 35%, and then a recharge time of 60 seconds. But the nerf here is going to be the attack rate decrease is going to be down to 25%. So the troops that are in that poison are going to be attacking not quite as slow. They'll still be slowed down by 25%, but that is going to be nerfed by 10%, which honestly, I don't mind this one as much as the Monolith nerf. This one's not so bad. We're seeing a lot of double poison spell towers on bases, and you're basically dealing with 3 poison spells with the 2 poison spell towers and the town hall. So I don't mind that one so much. It's still but I don't mind that nerf so much. Next up, we actually have a buff to one of the new pets that came with the Town Hall 15 update, and it's the one I don't use very much, the Poison Lizard. And it's not really a statistical upgrade so much as it's going to be more of its targeting. It's going to get a bigger radius to target. Its target search radius is going to be increased by a half tile, meaning that it's less likely to ignore the enemy troops or enemy heroes that may be on the map. So this should help Poison Lizard be a little bit more useful, you know, helping take down those heroes, take down those clan castle troops. I like this one quite a bit because Poison Lizard not seeing enough love in my opinion. Let's go ahead and buff Poison Lizard. Big thumbs up for me here. Next up, we're going to see a nerf to my beloved miners and my boy Diggy. And this nerf is pretty interesting as you think about like miners and Diggy, they go underground, but the nerf is going to be decreased movement of underground units. So Diggy, miner, I guess even the battle drill, although the battle drill isn't going to move, of those units by 30% when walking above ground, which you don't really think about them walking above ground too much, but I guess there are use cases where that's going to happen, and this affects defensive miners in battles and underground units when visiting villages. So something a little bit different there, and I'm not really sure how to show this one off, so we'll kind of just have to keep our eye on this one when these balance changes do hit. And then our final balance change being announced today is dealing with the clan capital troops. One of these troops is getting a hit point buff. Any guesses? Well, you don't have to really guess because I'm going to tell you right now, guys. It's the Skeleton Barrel. Skeleton Barrels at maximum level are going to get a hit point buff up to 1,200 hit points, so 300 hit point increase, so a full like third of their hit points increase, making those skeleton barrels be able to go a little bit further. I think this is huge for clan capital. I know a lot of people like using the skeleton barrels, and I think this is going to make them even more usable. So huge news even for the clan capital there. So let's go ahead and do an attack here, and we'll talk about my feelings about these buffs and nerfs and stuff like that. But we're going to do a queen charge hybrid. I even got poison lizard there on my warden. We're going to charge right into the monolith. This monolith might be too easy to charge, but we also have poison towers in the base, so we can kind of see that. We got the miners, we got Diggy, which are also getting that a little bit of a nerf also. So let's just see how this one goes here. I think we're going to start off, let's go with the sneaky boy here. Let's go 3 sneakies here, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to run in like right here. Yeah, I think right there. All right, and then we'll throw in a wizard there, and we'll start our queen here. So I don't know. I mean, you saw my reaction initially at the start of the video. Well, it didn't seem very positive, right? And That's pretty true. I'm not overly thrilled about these balance changes because right now in Clash, like, the game feels kind of hard, and I think it's a good thing. I think this wall break's gonna like go here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wall break that, and then we'll wall break right here, just to get that out of the way. I could already see it coming. All right, so we'll get that working. Like, Clash feels kind of harder right now, like, where you have to, like, actually throw up a somewhat decent attack to 3-star. Maybe that's just how I feel about it, but I feel like you have to actually, like, you have to pay attention to the Monolith. Like, if you don't pay attention, that Monolith's going to take your queen down, and then you're going to be in trouble. So you have to pay attention to these things and planning around the Monolith. So I don't like seeing these nerfs already being done. I don't want to call it an overreaction, but it definitely feels like it's really early to be nerfing brand new things that have been out just a few months here. I mean, I get it. It makes a lot of sense. You definitely want the player base being happy, and I'm sure there's a lot of feedbacks and statistics to look at from pro tournaments, but personally, I was enjoying the challenge. Maybe I'm just a crazy person in that manner, and people don't enjoy challenges like that, but I don't know. That's where I'm coming from with it. That's why I said, already, you know, that type of deal, because I was enjoying the challenge of trying to figure out how Town Hall 15 is going to work, how we can get better at 15, etc., etc. But, I mean, we got these changes. It's nothing too crazy. It's 2% on the Monolith, so it's nothing crazy. But maybe, I mean, maybe it's for the better. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's still tough to get through here. I thought this was a decent plan. There wasn't even any clan castle troops on defense. We're still not going to get through, so maybe it's still fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting to the overreaction. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But we'll see how things play out here. I mean, it's just announced now, so there's plenty of time for me to play with it and, you know, test it a little bit more and just kind of get a feel for it. But as of now, it's just like, man, I'm not in love with that per se, but I get it also. Like, you want the player base to, like, feel like it's obtainable to 3-star, not necessarily out of reach. I think this one's just going to be a time fail. Yeah, maybe. It might be just a fail. I mean, it's still tough to attack, but I don't like those nerfs. I was really excited about the Monolith. I mean, you have to plan around the Monolith. You can't just YOLO your heroes into it. So I was really excited about that. I'm okay with the attack speed changed on the Poison Towers. I think that's okay. I don't mind that one so much, but it was more like the Monolith. I like the Monolith a lot. I think it's something you have to really pay attention to in the game. So that's kind of like where my reaction was coming for. Hopefully you guys understand that. But there you have it, guys. Our first round of balance changes coming to Town Hall 15. Poison Lizard going up. I like that one quite a bit. I want to see Poison Lizard used more. It's a really cool concept. But Monolith going down as far as that maximum damage, and even the Poison Spell Tower going down, getting nerfed on both of those. We have that interesting change to those underground troops. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And Skelly Barrels getting more hit points. Guys, this is just the start of what's going to be coming for the December update. So make sure you subscribe, have those notifications on, because once we have any more news for you, I'll have it released on the channel. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing.